You know, all this talk about the NFL draft, I'm Marky Bilson, 1420 WEMB Sports Radio. Didn't get to the fact that the Reds took 2 or 3 from the Braves. We'll talk to Josh Brown at 1:30 about it. There's a big old NASCAR race this weekend. Talladega, put the spacers in the cars, no more restrictor plates. Jerry Bonkowski is going to talk to me about it at 1 p.m. Also, something here, you heard a lot about Tyreek Hill getting, basically suspended by the Chiefs. That doesn't help their a lot too much. You know, I've always thought, you used to see the Bengals get a lot of players arrested. You would see the Steelers right now with the locker room going, blah, 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 you know, that sort of thing. And the Chiefs, I mean, it's the only, I hate to say this, but it's the only team I know of where one of their players committed suicide in front of his coach. Or mother a prostitute. No, where do you get that? Well, no, I'm just asking. Yeah. I mean, it's that sort of thing. Anyway, Chiefs, the thing to Tennessee fans is that the Eric Berry era, of course, he was such a wonderful safety, both of the Vols and Kansas City for many years, but they cut him. And before you get to what to look for in the rest of the draft, here are some things to consider. Where would Berry go? We talked a little bit about the Dallas Cowboys, but he left there, and they may not really like his contract status. He may be wanting more money than what they are willing to pay. Remember the Chiefs, how far they went without Berry. Some ideas. This is WalterFootball.com suggesting some places. Browns? Well, John Dorsey knew Eric Berry. Dorsey used to be at Kansas City, so he's the general manager of the Browns. Dorsey is, so yeah, there is that connection. You just wonder, the thing is with Brown, his injury and all that, yeah, there is an upside potential. He's 30, so you figure that if he heals properly, hey, this guy could be a great safety for several more years. But then again, there is that injured good, so you're making a risk. What about the Bears? Clinton Dix visiting the Bears, but if he's too expensive, maybe you go with Berry. That's the thing. It looks like Berry is going to be sort of that bargain basement third choice now, and so maybe he's not the player that is the difference between the Super Bowl or not. Colts made the play. I don't know. It seems like a rebuilding job there. You know, if he goes to Tampa Bay, you never hear from him again. All right, let's talk a little bit about who could be drafted where in the NFL draft. I got Walter Football, and this is a little bit late here, these projections that I'm going to give you because they don't take into effect yesterday's by the Patriots. Yeah. All right, but let's go look at some of the things. If you're looking at second round, I already said Drew Lock, I think, is probably, I feel that he's the best quarterback in the draft. I really do. They've got him being taken by the Dolphins, which makes a lot of sense. And by the way, if he is taken by maybe Samuel dropping down that far. Those are two guys that I really like. What about Damian Harris, Alabama? That's a guy that a lot of people think could go to the Dolphins with the 48. Some ideas right there on who could go where in terms of the second round of the draft. By the way, if you're over listening North Carolina, they've got, does Walter Football, the Chiefs taking Kevin Harmon, the wide receiver from the Wolfpack, and the Patriots finishing out the second round by taking linebacker Jermaine Pratt from the Wolfpack. Could be intriguing. Third round, they got the Steelers taking Miles Boykin, wide receiver out of Notre Dame, with the round gone. That's kind of intriguing. Other picks that I think might be of interest to people just because it's a popular team or a popular player, that sort of thing. A guy from the SEC, let's say. How about third round for the Panthers fans? Rennell Wren from Arizona State. He's a defensive lineman. Yeah, that doesn't sound that sexy, does it? No, okay. Looking at Travian Wilson from Texas A&M. He's a running back, complimenting James Conner. I could see that. What else we got? The Cowboys, 90th pick overall, taking Tristan Hill, nose tackle out of Central Florida. That's not a real sexy pick, I guess. Looking elsewhere at who could go where and such. You're an Alabama fan. How about Savion Smith, third round, going to Jacksonville. You're a Vandy fan. How about Jojuan Williams? Remember him? Going to the Rams, potential cornerback of the future there. And also, this player, the Ravens, to finish out the third round, they had him taking Andy Isabella for purpose. So, yeah, Isabella, there's a player, that's a sleeper right there from UMass. Think about that. Fourth round, this I found kind of interesting in terms of players that of note. James Madison corner Jimmy Moreland going to the Niners, second pick in the fourth round. Fourth round will begin tomorrow, by the way. You're a Clemson fan. You like Dabo Swinney coming back. How about Austin Bryant, defensive end, going to Jacksonville in the fourth round? Jacksonville, I think, is building right there. SEC fans who root for the Carolina Panthers, what about Lonnie Johnson, a cornerback from Kentucky? West Virginia, remember how Will Grier ate up the Vols in Charlotte to begin the last college football season? WalterFootball.com has him going to the Packers in the fourth round. Maybe an heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. Kind of intriguing. And quarterback from Northwestern, Clayton Thorson, going to the LA Chargers, maybe as the heir apparent Phil Rivers.